So reservation generally used for reserving the material which is already available or which is coming, okay, coming from any of the purchase order or coming from the production, okay. We are blocking or we are reserving that particular material for the future purpose, okay. That is the reservation, okay. Generally in SAP system what happens, whenever they create a this one, okay, the production order or they create a project orders, okay, or if they create MRPs, sometimes it generates reservation automatically, okay. It creates a reservation, okay. uh, the- this is happens automatically, okay. No need to create manual reservations, okay. That is the one method. The second method we can also create manually, okay. Manually means with reference means using a old reservation I can create. Without reference means I need to enter all the data manually, okay. So then we also MRP, right? During MRP also we can create a reservation, and we can also the goods movement, right, that we can plan accordingly based on the reservations, okay.
So for the purpose of reservation is just to reserve the material for that particular project or something like that, right?
Project or even for the customer they can
Oh, okay.
reserve
Yeah, yeah.
reserve. And also for the production, right? Maybe same material is required for different plants, okay. In one of the plants consider they have some urgent requirement, but stock is not available, but they know that it is coming from one of the purchase order. So then they can reserve it, or they can reserve it from the other plant also. One plant is having the stock of the same material, one plant is not having. So plant which is not having is required that particular material, but if they order through one of the plant, in such case what they do, they create a STO PO also to reservation. So then based on the reservation they can receive the material from that other plant where the actual material is available, okay. So like that the reservation will work. So again, it and all depends on the management decision, okay. As I've worked in many of the clients, reservation will be used very less scenarios, okay. Most of the
Yeah.
clients will not use reservation. Okay. So but the option is available, okay, but client can activate it and they can start utilizing it if they want. So this is what dependent reservation means. It will create automatically from these kind of orders which are created. It automatically reserves the material. It creates a reservation in the background, okay. For any of the
Yeah.
open order network or project, it will automatically creates. So this depends on the we have a project system, and project separate module is there actually in SAP. There they have some settings, okay. Based on that setting the reservation will create, okay. But to create automatically, we from MM side we don't have any settings for this.
Oh, okay.
This settings are related to that particular application areas, project system or plant maintenance, right?
Yeah.
There is separate module in SAP. So
Hmm.
there they have some settings. Whenever they have a requirement, they have some. Generally, in purchase order, we have item category, account item category, right? Similarly, they have such kind of different ways in which it triggers the requisition or reservation automatically. Okay, that's how
Okay.
the planning will happen from their end. For them, it is a planning actually for plant maintenance or a project system kind of areas. Okay.
Oh,
This stock transfer reservation, this we can do it. This we can do it based on the MRP, because MRP we do it, right, consumption based planning.
mhm.
Here in the MRP master data, MRP views, right, there we set some reorder point. If it falls below that, then we can ask the system to create a reservation for that material, okay. That is possible, okay.
Okay.
So this is the how the reservation will look like when we open a transaction. The transaction code is MB21, MB21 to create, MB22 to change, MB23 to display, okay, the reservation. We also have a Fury app. So it has header. It is similar to normally we create POPR, right? but it is not a single screen here. It is like a screen one after the other. The screen will change. First we have initial screen, okay, then we have error screen, then we have item, okay, then we can go to item details, okay. They like that different screens will come for each kind of this one, okay, the different sessions. So in the item details we can enter, okay, what item we are reserving, what item, how much quantity, from which plant, which location we need that material, okay, when, the requirement date also we can specify, okay.
Yeah, one more thing. Normally, this is not the MM, or it's related to MM or something. I'm not too sure. So in my current work, normally they will say it as a bomb locking date. So bomb locking date, they will take it and they will consider, and after 1 or 2 days of bomb locking date, then they will release the projects. So what does it mean? Bomb
Okay,
locking. That's the
bomb
product.
locking date. Yeah, yeah, that is actually production
Oh, okay,
related
okay.
topic. Yes, yes. So
So
bomb will
that
comes under production. Yes,
is it okay? So bill of materials will come in the PM,
yeah, PM or production, I guess.
EP,
Production, PPPP is production planning.
production planning.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
locking means consider one parent material. It is
Yeah.
having three four material. Depends on three four materials. Okay,
Hmm.
maybe out of three four, maybe two are maybe having stock. Another two may not in the stock. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
if they release that parent material, because that depends on all these four components, right?
Yeah.
Even one component is not available, they cannot manufacture the
Yeah.
parent.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's
until
correct.
the other two are available, they will lock it. Maybe once all the components are available for that parent, then I think they will release it, I guess.
Okay.
That's
Okay. They will
that is
take as a parent as a
uh,
project. So normally
uh,
our work is based on the project. The contractors will come and they will look for the
uh,
project things and all. Let's say about 70 to 80 articles will be there for one project.
mhm. Okay.
So parent itself is a project, and they will consider like that, and they will lock the bomb, I think. Yeah.
Mhm. Right, right. Yeah. Maybe similar
Okay.
way.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
So this is the managed reservation app. Okay.
Hmm.
Generally in MB21 we create, and in app also we can create. Okay. Directly we can come here and we can create reservation. We can enter the movement type. Here the reservation will always used for goods issues actually, not for the goods receipt. It will be used for issues only. It is required for project, required for production, required for projects, right? So we use the movement type. Okay, which movement type and quantity also we can maintain. Then we can save the reservation. Okay, the steps which are given here. Yeah. So when we are doing the reservation, means as I told, reservation we generally use for goods issues. Okay, so to do the goods movement, okay, or the goods issue, so in reservation, okay, consider there is a reservation number 0815. Okay, so in that we have one checkbox, okay, in the reservation. Okay, if I open MB23, okay, if I open one reservation number, for each line item, okay, it means each material, we can see this movement allowed indicator. Okay, this should be selected. If I select that indicator, then only system should allow us to issue this material with reference to this reservation. Otherwise it won't allow. Okay, so this should be selected. Is okay, then only it will allow. Even we have another checkbox which is called final issue indicator. I think this is the one, item completed. So once we receive all the 10 with reference to this reservation, we can select that item as a final issued. Means all the requirements has been fulfilled for that material for the reservation. Okay, so that thing we can do by issue indicator. Okay, that is also uh, makes the system that this particular line item is completed. Okay, so that we can check in the reservation. So this is about the reservations. Okay, so MB21. Okay, the T code to create. See here, this is the header data initial screen. So the moment type, it requires it always a system expect us to enter which moment type you need to create a reservation. Okay, so let us select 201. Okay, for some cost center. Okay, 201 is to goods issue to cost center. Okay, consumption to cost center. So plant is 1720. Okay, enter. So here we have to enter the item details. Okay, which material we need to reserve, what is the quantity, from which store location. Okay, the stock is available, that we need to enter here. Okay, when I checked it, the 203 was having a stock. Okay, not 121. It has used 203. Okay, material 203. Let us see 10 quantity. Okay, I think this 176 is they had a stock. Okay, even if you need to get it from any of the batch, right? So batch also we can specify here. Okay, the specific batch I need to get, reserve it. Okay, that is also we can specify. So as we are reserving for the cost center, okay, we need to specify which cost center I need this material. Okay, the future date center, not sure. Take a list and select anyone. Okay, it's company code specific 1710. Take this. Okay, so requirement date is today's date. Okay, this we can change. Okay, if I want it for some other date, I can change this also. Okay, so say so n number of line items we can add. Okay, from this particular plant. So now you can see the reservation is created. This is what reservation number 15566. Okay, okay. The other thing we remember here is MB23 is to display reservation. Okay, so this is the reservation we have created it. So if I want to make a movement, okay, if I want to issue this material for this cost center, okay, the cost center for which it is reserved. So here you can see there is a movement allowed indicator is there here. Okay, from this storage location, this stock is there. Okay, this 10 quantity. So this should be selected. Okay, if it is deselected, okay, system want us to issue the material. Okay, we go and change. Okay, so I untick this. Okay, then it's save. Okay, now if I go to Migo transaction issue the material, okay, it should not allow actually. So go to goods issue. Okay, the reservation. Okay, I have to select reservation. So number 15566, right? Double check 23 566. Okay, okay, cancel this. This is not required. Okay, 1566. system is saying document does not contain any selectable item because that checkbox is not selected. Okay, even the this document contains this reservation contains the line item. It is allowing that is not uh, suitable to issue the material against that reservation. Okay, so always this should be a control. Okay, whether so people can take the material based on the reservation or not will be based on this checkbox. Okay, so now let us go and change. Okay, and select this moment alert indicator. So generally in system wise what they do, consider they might have reserved for 1 month from today's date. Okay, uh, they will not select that moment or checkbox until 28 days or 29 days. So at the last day when they want the material, that day the specified persons, okay, the responsible person from the business, they go and select that checkbox, okay, who has authorization, so that the material can be issued. Okay, until unless otherwise, if the checkbox is there beforehand, okay, anybody can issue it. Okay, without informing the people who requires that particular reserved material. Okay, that's why that particular this, okay, the what we can see the pull proof, okay, was given by the SAP, okay, to stop that. Okay, now see, because the checkbox is there. Okay, so now we are allowed to issue this material for the cost center. Okay, we want that material. Okay, select, because here store location is also taken because it's already there in the we have specified in the reservation, right? All the details are taken here. In the reservation details also we can see. Okay, this was the, so you can see the requirement quantity is 10, withdrawal quantity is 0. Once after we issue it, it will become 10. Okay, withdrawal quantity. So then this, if whatever the quantity we require from this reservation, if it is completed, we can also select this final issue indicator. Okay, because if you are issuing all the 10, okay, or uh, I want only 6 or 7 this material, remaining is not required, you can select this final issue. Okay, so that is depends on how the user needs the material. Okay, then post. Okay, so here also similar way we can display the material document. Also we should have you can see the draw quantity is 10. Okay, the final issue is also selected. You can also display accounting document. Okay, this is the accounting document. Okay, because it is consumed, so it is GBV. Okay, it's consumption from the inventory. Okay, so here